attention, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here. Tampa, Florida, at beautiful Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Black 25.
Yeah.
30.
Kill.
30.
The first down throw for Winston. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Ready?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We ain't giving up. White. Bang. We ain't triple. Let him go.
Jameis to throw it. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
I got you, boy.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Come on, baby.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. $15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ready. Blue ready.
53, Mike. Watch the run.
Check 13.
Play action now. Winston eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They're able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Ready? You ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Green, triple team.
Switch gears.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Go.
Again, it's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Buccaneers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
54 Mike.
Hey, keep it up.
Shift.
Squeeze.
Check nickel.
Shift.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Winston now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
After the sack on first down, Winston looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 50 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first and 10, Winston. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston now. And it's intercepted. Good position. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken around the 12.
Let's go, let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Winston. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Jameis now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Winston now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Black, we do that.
54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Johnny. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10
All day, baby, all
at
day.
their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Being chased out left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Let's go. Mike's by 4. Don't get nervous. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check 3, check it.
Off the play fake. Fields. Forced out. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Come on, Sack. scared. 54. Your track, your track. Leo, watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He was brought down by Von Miller. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They go play action. Winston. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stick.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
No. Watch the
Off play action. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, come on, Slam, slip,
Looking to throw. Fields steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mike 5-4.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Back to throw. Fields on the screen. This is Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bound to lose one.
Shift. Swing. Switch.
2nd and 13. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. A big play there from McCaffrey. 47 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this throw caught left side. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Buccaneers, 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
54.
I'm scared.
Hot seven. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. First down, Winston. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
54. Off. Buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill.
Off the play fake. Fields escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they? Yeah. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. The 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Shift.
Check three. Check.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready? Blue lady. Sonic.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
To throw is Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
Check 52.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, he goes full extension, and he's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Winston. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Come on, twist. Watch the twist.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Hey, watch the lane.
Check 99, check 99.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. McCaffrey, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's two really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I got him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Back to the air on second down. Fields. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. throwing on first down. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
My 52.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check. Same on. Check. Don't go.
On 4th down, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Good job.
Ray McLeod with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
75, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go! Let's go!
Ready? Blue 80. Check Mike 45. Know your job. Green, triple team. Hey, let's get a conversion. Hey, let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 38 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, go. 24, check 24. Delta.
Off play action. Fields. And
who the fuck are you throwing that to?
Another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Defensively, that time they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB.
Can't throw it even near your fucking guy.
Understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So
I don't think I'm anywhere near what I need. No.
When they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Mike 54. I got you, boy. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ray McLeod.
I don't know if he actually made it in.
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Fucking 4 of my guys fucking sandwich each other. Fucking
Gano for the extra point.
Complete fucking
this one was
day of
over
random
a while
bullshit.
ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 89, Buccaneers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
See if I can get past 15.
This
What
will
do
be
you think?
taken to the back of the end zone.
No,
And the
barely.
decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Why do I keep juking back
It's
right
a
into
gain
their
of 3 from the
fucking defender?
17 to the 20.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for
Oh no,
everything
it's
as
one
the
of the
game moves
other
on.
play. Damn it. That's not what I wanted.
Switch, switch, switch. 66, bullet, high. Ball trot. You're out.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Come back. Clutch the damn ball.
As they get him behind the line.
I just wanted a fucking touchdown with
Just 2
him.
minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Fresno. Kill, kill, kill.
On 3rd down, McFarland.
Of course.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold
any
those guys
sacks
right
with
around 20 or under that
motherfucking
if they were going to have a
Van
chance.
Der Esch.
It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He finds an opening past the 40.
It doesn't even work if I try to fucking
He got 29
just get it
yards
back.
that
Like, I'm
time.
giving up passes.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return.
How am I going to get sacks if I have the ball?
Close to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Switch. Jack Rabbit,
On first down, Fields.
Think you can't get rid of that ball, seriously?
Too strong. They get there and take him down.
And how small is this dude's dick if he's doing all out fucking blitz?
Totally in their body language.
He has a fucking, what, 65-point lead?
It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, it's our house. Deuce. Kill. Bang.
Looking to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Check 13.
What the fuck?
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Wait, did I take the wrong play? No, that's alright.
Hey.
On 4th down, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
That's fine. Stop him. Make him do 2 plays.
Jackson picks it.
2 plays. Come on, stop him.
And they will
Jesus.
finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard
2 plays trying to get
line.
sacked. Just don't get much stats with more, but
Ready? White 25. 5-0. Easy.
You're not ready.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Let's go.
Winston here to throw. Fighting through pressure.
get him, Leighton.
But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
That's 1.5.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Damn. Vanderish, do it
They're in
for
some
me,
hot
Bill.
water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jameis to throw.
Vanderish, come on, Vanderish, come on.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
Fuck.
But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking
I don't think
on
a half
offense.
sack's gonna help break you out, son.
Themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Look at that shit. Saying I got 5. Uh, 3 of them were nonsense. Oh, yeah, fucking missed it. Damn. Needed a half a sack more there, son. Okay. What you up to, man? Oh, good God, it was pathetic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and God damn, it was pissing me. He was a half a sack short. Whatever. Yeah, first quarter was close. He got a bullshit safety, one of those that I intercepted it on the 2, and then the guy runs back by himself, like before it lets you control it, and he tackled him in the end zone. And since then, basically everything started getting stupid. That was actually in the first quarter. It was, yeah, a minute left in the first quarter or something. Yeah, and I didn't do shit after that. It pissed me off because he breaks rules. I knew he was a good player. He's like the best player in the league or whatever, so I was going to go and watch one of his recent games. He hasn't broadcast a single fucking game. And then this league has a rule you can't run a play back-to-back. Like, not even back-to-back. But, whatever, he could. He only did it once, maybe twice, I don't know. But it was enough to piss me off. And when I get pissed off, it just fucks me all up. So, yeah. Yeah. And then at some point, when you're kicking someone's ass, don't you stop celebrating with touchdowns? Or is that just me? Like, I rarely celebrate with touchdowns just for the hell of it, whatever, for any reason. But especially if I'm kicking someone's ass, like, I just think it's classless. Yeah. Doing the showboating. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's someone that you know and you're like buddies and you fuck with each other and stuff, that's different, in my opinion. Like, I don't. If I play Superman and he does it, it's like, who cares? Or you? Like, I'm gonna tell you to fucking quit with that shit, but it doesn't mean like it's not like you're just rubbing it in like I'm a piece of garbage, that thing.